course, there's a big difference between the amount of money that you will be spending when you take it online. Invariably, it's going to be cheaper. When you go to brick and mortar university, you have other chances of looking at other areas that might interest you, taking a class that you didn't think about, meeting people who are interested in the same thing as you are. So those are like hidden advantages of actually going to brick and mortar university. Hello, so I'm going to do this video because a viewer had asked about whether to do a degree online or face-to-face. And that's a valid question these days because I think more and more education is going to be online. However, there is a difference, and I'm going to talk about that. So this is just a quick video, but of course there's a big difference between the amount of money that you will be spending on the degrees. When you take it online, invariably it's going to be cheaper and also the advantage is that you can actually do it from home. There's no question about that. But there are a few other things where it makes a difference because when you go to a university, brick and mortar university, even though I think that in another 25 years they are going to be fewer and fewer, you have other chances of looking at other areas that might interest you, taking a class that you didn't think about, meeting people who are interested in the same thing as you are, or being inspired by people who are interested in other things than you are. All right, so those are like hidden advantages of actually going to a brick and mortar university. Another professional issue that comes up is that you can actually, you get references. So while there are some institutes where they actually train you almost like you would work at a face-to-face university, you work with a advisor, supervisor, excuse me, you work with an advisor or a supervisor and they can give you references. But mostly that's one big difference because you're not meeting anybody in person and they know you only from work. They cannot talk about the character and other aspects. And also I don't know yet how those references work because so far references are from someone who's seen you in person, worked with you, and it might change, but that's something to think about. But I think the biggest difference is that you have a cohort, that you have memories. Now that's a very subtle thing, but that counts for a lot. And also, like for example, I did my PhD at Penn State. Penn State is a university with one of the largest student networks. I didn't take advantage of it, but if you want to, that's one thing. You can go anywhere in the world, they say, and you'll meet a Penn Stater. I think these things are things to keep in mind. Having said that, now, if you know exactly what you want to study, then you don't have to worry about it. Just do it online and build your portfolio good enough so that by the time you graduate, you have enough experience. And I think the online degrees mostly can be like, these are technical degrees that you can do that these days, teach yourself. There are some social sciences studies that you can do. But I think there are certain aspects where it would be better if you went to the university. Also, I know that some universities have what they call a contact program, which means that you have, like for example, most of the open universities work like that. Indira Gandhi National Open University, UK Open University, that you're studying at home, but there are other aspects of it where you have labs you can come to, or there are classes arranged that you have to take in person, and so they sort of match that up. So what they're doing is they're basically providing you with an education that you really need and you can't take either because you live too far away, because of money, or because of your living situation. For example, you're married with kids, or you're taking care of someone and you don't have the time and you can do it on your own time. But they also match it up with a few other things that that give you the same experience. So I would, in a nutshell, I would want to say that ask yourselves what you want to study, and then ask yourselves, is that the kind of education that you can do on your own, and that it doesn't matter whether you don't have a cohort or you don't actually meet people in person. However, even with doing it online, you can create communities. It's just that you don't have that shared memory of being in the same space. So I hope this helps. If you have any more question about it, please put it down. I know that I have not done a video in a while. I've been sick, and so I wanted to at least do this video because somebody requested it, and I will come back with more updates. I hope this was useful. Let me know. It'd be nice if you at least put a comment and let me know what more you want to know about this, and I will research and return. Okay, happy studying, happy learning, and I'll see you soon. Thank you. Bye.